Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I am Brad, and of course this is John, and we are the Posh Kings.
Hello, everyone. We hope you are doing well, and it's glad to be back. But yet again, we enjoy doing these. Again, in the last video, we mentioned we took a little bit of time off, but we're so glad to be back with each and every one of you. So, you know how it goes. This is going to be Reseller Q&A.
Yes.
We take these out of the many questions that we receive on Instagram throughout the week.
So definitely, we've received a lot of questions, just our thoughts, our opinions. These are not the rules of the road or the way to do it, disclosure. So these are just our opinions. People ask us advice or what our opinions are, so that's what we do here. If you are interested, please feel free to keep the questions coming in. Like John said, definitely DM us on Instagram at ThePoshKings, and we'll definitely get to your questions.
So the first one is actually a really good question. I think as simple as the answer really is, it's an important question that maybe a lot of people don't quite think of the answer, if that makes any sense. So here we have...
It made sense.
The question started out with this: I have too much merchandise! Exclamation point. I want to buy, and again, these are written in my phone, I take the notes.
Yes.
I want to buy fresh merchandise for my spring and summer closet, but I have too much invested in winter. Common problem. A lot of people are really heavy with extra winter at the moment.
Yes.
Does it look bad for my closet if I sell these things low to create more liquidity and cash flow? Basically, you can buy spring and summer.
Yeah.
It doesn't look bad. There are times, look at department stores. Even the biggest department stores, Neiman, Saks, Bergdorf's, they all sell things at end of season well below the original price.
Even go down lower than that. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross. We've just now recently, I think not too long ago, saw everyone was bragging about finding all these amazing deals at yellow tag sales. Same concept.
Exactly.
Definitely same concept.
This is the key in what you really want to do, because also, guess what? All of those stores do not advertise and showcase the fact that they sold them so low.
Exactly.
They get it out the door and they shut up about it.
Yes.
So, as must you. And what that means is...
It makes sense for your business.
Don't parade around social media talking about how low you had to sell something.
Yeah.
Just sell it. Get the cash. Get the funds. Buy new merchandise. Don't talk about it.
Roll it over.
Hide them. And what I mean by hide them, obviously in the Poshmark closet, what you can do is...
it's worse on Poshmark, of course. You can.
Yeah, of course. Go into your closet. Find maybe 100 or 150 previous sales that are not super low. Share them up. Bury the low sales.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Average shopper, now obviously the seasoned shopper may be able to see what things have sold for in the past. However, the average shopper, the person that just comes on to Poshmark to purchase, is not digging through your prior solds. Good way of doing it. It's not 100% foolproof. Someone can look into your love notes
or brands or genres. But I'm a firm believer in it too. Like, look, if you're going to do that just to obviously reinvest, flip it back into more merchandise, I'm all for it.
The last thing you ever want to do is let social pressure get in the way of you becoming rich, honey. I mean rich.
Really rich. Sadly, we see it all the time. Actually, not all the time, but we have seen it several times, we'll say, where people do let social media kind of get in the way or kind of depict on how you run your business. Remember, in the end, this is your business. The more you know. Next question.
When this is kind of connects to it. When should I start listing spring or summer? Today's actually the day after Valentine's Day. A month ago.
Yeah.
We started selling, really, spring and summer about a month ago. Because keep in mind, it's technically in the clothing world, it's considered cruise season. And that means the early travel season. So maybe people aren't wearing, halter tops and shorty shorts, but they're still wearing warm weather clothes. They're traveling, they're doing things, they're going to the warmer states, countries, and cruising. So get it on the app. If you have it, get it sold, be it any platform, really. Get it sold. Get it up, get it sold, or even get the likes on it that at whatever point.
To build up to when you want to run a promotion or something, or send out great offers.
Exactly.
I agree.
It becomes more seasonal, and then you can have all those likes that you can advertise to.
Definitely.
Not bad, right? All right, next.
Also, too, real fast, if I may, look, this is like reselling 101. We've talked about it several times on most of our other videos that we had our stores. It is because you're locked in a specific location, whether it's cold weather, winter, summer, whatever it is. We're in South Florida. When you're online, honestly, you can sell stuff all year round.
It's true.
So I know some people will
it's
go,
warm somewhere in the world.
It's January, February, March, April, those months. I'm going to hide all my summer until the warmer months. But we live in South Florida, and we are, as you can see, wearing short sleeve shirts.
That's why it's what's really interesting. We have a lot of friends of ours that are really big eBay sellers, and they make tons, and I'm telling you, tons and tons and tons of money in the middle of the winter here in the United States to Australia where it's warm.
Yes.
It's warm.
It's really,
there.
really interesting. Yeah.
And guess what they do? Australians love to golf. Golf equipment and golf clothing.
Like golf polos, the shorts, yep.
If you are on eBay, holy macaroni sells. I mean, talking about big money. You ever see golf clubs at the thrift store? Pick them up.
A lot of times, that's what people do. They shift things from their Poshmark closet. So if you think, that's the fun part about selling on multiple platforms for sure.
Exactly.
Because you can then shift things around and sell internationally on other platforms.
Yeah, that's so true. Next, we have, do sellers need AI automation to succeed? This has always been a controversial question. Now, less so, really. I think people they realize.
Yeah, it isn't as taboo.
It's important. A few months ago, there was a very successful, prominent reseller who's well known, who had mentioned that when the AI, whole thing hit the news, that it would be gone in 6 months.
Yeah.
Look, what I believed 7 months ago may not be what I believe today. It's here. It's going to be forever.
Yeah.
It's going to affect all of our lives. The more familiar you get with it, the more familiar you get with using these AI tools, the more you will grow and be prepared for the future.
Yeah.
None of us can afford, as resellers, to become dinosaurs. These tools are magnificent. Magnificent. There are more coming out every day.
Yep.
The company was a Crosslisting app. Again, what they are developing and is coming available in just the next few weeks is shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking, monumental, and I'm going to tell you, it's going to completely change the whole face of the way resellers work.
Using AI technology.
Using AI
it's
technology.
Pretty impressive.
It is
Definitely
so impressive.
Stay tuned for that.
It was shown to us just in a demonstration, and literally our jaws dropped.
Yeah.
So
it
look
increases
out.
the speed in order for you to really excel in your business at a fast pace.
Yeah, and look, products like Magiscript are amazing. Posh Sidekick, the sharing tools. It really aids in being extremely successful. It just does. These are excellent tools.
Yeah. Especially as you become like a multi-platinum seller, which I think by this point in the game, if you're doing this full time, most of you are at least on one or two other platforms. So honestly, this is just helping alleviate some of the time crunch, we'll call it, and the stress.
Also, by the way,
trying to manage all three or all however many items, platforms. Oh my gosh.
He's a mess.
Tongue-tied. The worst.
Listing app is an app, and it's also a desktop as well on the web. And they're offering a 7-day free trial. Give it a try.
No credit card needed.
Especially, I'm going to tell you, you want to be in the loop for what's getting ready to go down.
Yeah. Through Crosslisting. We have it.
It's shocking.
We have it linked in our description, and we'll have a link also in the comments as well to check it out. And again, 7-day free trial. No credit card needed.
The next two questions are very controversial. Again, we're just going to tell you what we do.
Don't come after us.
What someone else does. No judgment.
Yeah,
no judgment here. That is
zone.
it's not for us to judge. We try not to judge.
Yes. It's a safe zone here. That's why we do this.
Yeah. Okay, first one, and these have to do with Posh shows or live sales. We'll say the general term live sales. Okay. Do you feel it's fair that if someone purchases something in a Posh show, then changes their mind, that the seller should cancel the offer? Blanket statement, I think, really We give a blanket statement in our shows that if you, because it's an auction,
Yeah.
and other people want these items often, so if you buy the item, you're kicking other people out from
Yeah,
getting
you're
it.
outbidding someone that actually wanted the item as
And
well.
the sellers worked to sell the item, got it prepared, they found the item. So they worked. So they deserve to be paid for their work. We have a blanket statement in our shows, whereas we say, if you are the winner of any particular auction, you will in fact receive the item. It does not get canceled. And Poshmark stands behind that. Unless there's a weird fluke or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's their general umbrella.
Responsibility is necessary, by the way,
However-
on both ends, as a
Oh,
seller
yeah.
and as a buyer. So
Well, because sometimes you get the comment, oh, my cat stepped on my phone.
my baby dinosaur.
You know what? If you're in an auction, you really do have to have the responsibility of minding your equipment that you're watching it on, so that there aren't mishaps. However, there's another blanket statement. Accidents
They do happen. Yeah.
You know, it is legitimate that sometimes people didn't mean to. They were situating themselves in a chair, and
Bone slipped or whatever it is. Yeah.
it does happen.
Yeah,
So
definitely does.
we urge you to take each situation on the backside. Have a general statement.
Yeah.
No. But take each situation, because it just is, I won't say only fair, because it's also only fair that the person gets the item that they
Right.
purchased, or they should have to receive it. But we take each situation as its own, and we would say that would be the best way to go. You use your best judgment. Use your best judgment.
Yeah, and look at it as your business standpoint and how you feel you want to push forward with your customer service.
And I know that
you wanna
may
run your
not be a
business.
real total answer, but the total answer is this.
It's a tricky question
no,
to go full.
but there
in.
are exceptions.
Yeah.
There are exceptions,
And look, and
especially if
everybody
it's a good client.
And everybody has their strong views. Like some people go, nope, I'm absolutely not doing it. I don't believe in it. You bought it. It's yours. It really is kind of, everybody has their own opinion on that.
Overall statement, no. Moving on. The last question, and this one is also very controversial. Once again, this is what we do. Do what you want to do, though.
I still need to figure out how to do it. Get the little disclaimer bar at the bottom.
Oh, yeah,
Scrolls
that
right
would
across
be
the
good.
bottom.
That would be
Disclaimer,
good.
disclaimer, disclaimer.
Okay, this person said, hi, I am a Posh Show seller. I do pretty well, but have a shipping question.
I love shipping questions.
He's good with the shipping.
I love shipping.
I hate it.
It's
I pack, but I
tedious.
don't ship.
It's tedious.
I always cover the extra shipping for my customers / clients, which is what I learned in the introduction video with the Posh team. You know that video that we all do,
Yep.
kind of
The onboarding call.
onboarding, exactly. However, I have had other sellers tell me that I should be selling closet listings for extra boxes.
Yeah.
In other words, to get for the
Additional
client to
shipping
pay
weight.
additional shipping for additional boxes, weight.
For anything that goes over 5 pounds. As everyone knows, Poshmark covers for $7.97 up to 5 pounds. After the 5 pounds, the seller is actually responsible.
By Poshmark rules,
Policy.
because then the end says, "What should I do?"
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off. I
It's
jumped
okay.
ahead of you
He cut me off.
by 1 sentence.
It's all right.
It's not really a cutoff, but it's redirected.
Oh, redirection. That's what we call it now. So here it goes. Brad, this is really a great question for him, but I'll give my 2 cents very quickly and then turn it over to him. We, as Brad said, if it goes over the initial 5 pounds, we pick up the cost of the
Additional
shipping.
weight.
However, unless it's a biannual sale or whatever, we don't start things at $3 or $5.
Right.
There is a gray area, and I'm going to explain the gray area, then have him take over. The gray area is this. 1, it is not easy to pick up additional shipping costs, because I've seen in many rooms, we have clients today, we actually had someone who purchased 70 items.
70 items.
70 items because we're running a big sale. One client bought 70 items. Obviously, the shipping, they're lightweight items, but the shipping is going to cost
gonna
us
add
a
up.
pretty penny. But they spent a lot too.
Yes.
So with that being said, the gray area is this. If you are selling things, and we have been in shows where every item is sold is $3, and people make money on the bulk, meaning you're not necessarily making the money on the $3 item per se, but if someone buys, so because that would only be a 5 cents you're getting, per the Poshmark fee. However, if you sell 5 $3 items, they only take $3 of the $15, so you're then
12.
making, more money. Total of $12 for the 5 items. So
Volume
it's like $2.
Volume is key with the low starts.
Yeah, $2 and 40 cents, whatever it is. Quick math, but it could be wrong. But yeah, it is right. Yeah. Oh.
Nailed it,
right? Good. I did.
I was trying really hard.
So $2.40 it goes up to.
Saw the smoke coming out my ears.
If you get these items from the bins, let's say you pay a quarter, you're ahead of the game. $2.05 per item. And some people really work on that volume, and God bless, keep on doing it.
Works for some, doesn't work for others.
However, if let's say it's hard. There's not much of a margin. So if you make, let's say someone buys 5 items, you're walking away with $12, maybe $11 after your investment, or $10 after your investment, and then you have to pay $8 in shipping for someone, you're making $2 for 5 items. So 20 cents each.
Yeah.
That blows. You're technically losing a nickel per item. You're losing a nickel per item.
Yes.
So here it goes. Don't kill me for this one. It is not the client's fault that you sell things for $3.
And that is the truth.
It's not their problem. That's yours.
That's yours.
As a seller.
And that's pretty much how Poshmark conveys it.
Yeah.
When you're buying.
We've actually had we have a lot of meetings with Poshmark about various things.
With the team.
With the team members in different departments. Very kindly they're asked for our advice on certain topics to get the feedback. And this is one that we originally disagreed with greatly, that it should be in the court of the seller to pay for the shipping, extra shipping.
I think also,
and they explained to us, and that it does make completely sense.
I think in the beginning, when Posh shows first started, and they didn't do the auto bundle thing at the end of the show, it was really crazy to keep track. You had to cancel orders, rebuild bundles. It was so much to do on top of figuring out weight.
And a lot of money.
It was a lot of money and a lot of time. So now
they made it really simple now.
So that's why I think people are doing, and for those of you not familiar, if you're watching, what the question was based upon was that sometimes you'll see a listing and it's for like either $3 or $10. So if you're buying a lot of items, a seller will go, hey, buyer, buy this additional item, which will be for additional weight and additional labels to make it to where it's responsible on the buyers.
Now you can get additional labels through the system.
Which Poshmark, launched at PoshFest, which we love, and I can go down that line afterwards if you want.
Yeah, it's
really
so simple, easy. So kind of our statement is, look, we're not here to tell another seller what you should do.
Never.
That's not our business. We don't want another seller telling us what to do. This is simply a way of thinking about it. And look, maybe you need to have higher starts. Start them at $4 instead of $3, so that the client would probably appreciate, maybe would pay the $4, so that they don't have to hustle with the extra boxes and extra shipping. Yeah, just an idea. But you know what? Again, do what works for you. If the extra boxes works for your business model, keep doing you. But I'm answering the question that the person.
And doing the additional labels, by the way, actually, there's a great way you can just kind of. Mathematically, if you have a large order, what we do is we usually end up breaking them down and then figuring out what we're left with in the end, so to say, package-wise, number-wise. And it does, adding the additional labels actually, it's beneficial. Number one, you're providing a great service, especially if you're making a good profit on it. And you're also cutting your costs down on shipping.
And I will tell you something, we've always done this. However, we just recently started advertising it in the shows and telling people, buy freely, we will pick up the extra shipping. And you'll be shocked at how much more people buy. Yep. I really think if most sellers that are doing the $3 starts, and they're items that aren't going to go high. Right. A lot of these $3 starts start and end at $3. Or $5, yeah. Maybe if you start at $4, and then extend the shipping courtesy to your clients, it could maybe even increase, just because it makes it easier. When the show is over, the client can go on and do their business. They don't have to rebuy something or buy an extra box.
Right.
It could make it. Why don't you give it a try? Give it a try. But you know what? Again,
if it works for you, it works for you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You
don't have to listen to us.
Yes. We've always been in the game, for those that have watched us and know about us. We're always in the game of doing high volume. So we add that into our profit, and it actually works out in the end.
Yeah.
It still works out really well, and you're creating a great customer service.
And there you go. Again, blanket statement. Do what you want to do.
Disclaimer.
All right, everybody, that is the end
Yes.
for this video. Thank you so much for joining us. Brad's going to take you out.
Definitely hit that like button if you're liking our content. We really do. We like doing these. We like interacting with all of you. So definitely keep the questions coming into our Instagram in the DM, or you can even drop them down here in the chat.
And check out the 7-day trial link. There'll be
a link in our description for that. Definitely check out Crosslisting app. It's really great. 7-day free trial.
Sidekick.
Yeah, that's a great sharing tool.
Descriptor.
No credit card needed to try out for 7 days. Definitely check that out. And definitely hit that subscribe button.
And there are extra discounts should you decide to go forward with the service.
I'm glad I took everybody out. John, why don't you take them out? Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Please consider subscribing to our channel. And we'll see you on the next one.
Take care. Oh, guess what? One last thing,
John.
We're really excited. Guess what? Next week is a Posh Party live.
In Fort Lauderdale.
We will be there so we can take lots of pictures and meet all of our
If you are
great
in
reselling
this
friends.
South Florida area, or somewhere where you can want to take a drive down to Fort Lauderdale, it's not that far from the West Coast, maybe a little bit north, Orlando area, definitely come check us out. Poshmark, it's a free event in downtown Fort Lauderdale.
All the details are on the Poshmark
They're on the Poshmark app, or you can also check them out on our Instagram as well. We have a listing for it. And if you have time and you're in the area, definitely come check us out in person. It's tons of fun.
Take care. Be well, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you on the next one.